Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go for today's brand new live summit event in the Crew 2, Frozen Peaks, a follow-up to Frozen Sin live summit that took place earlier this month after Demons Unleashed as a Halloween event. Frozen Peaks is a penultimate last theme event, once again related to the second episode of the 6th Motorflix season, with Dominon Frozen events are now open to be located at the West Coast in Black Rib Motorsport Park. Dominon Frozen number 8 for Street Race and number 9 for the Touring Car discipline is now featured to have one of the 6 events is now include to have an Albert Grand Prix, Hypercar, Touring Car, and Street Race will be included to have 3 vehicles will be set on restriction. And also to have 3 skills to be setting up to have aerobatics, speed trap, and slalom to have 2 airplane and land-based vehicle. But I bet it turns out to have the same effect, just like Frozen Sin and Scandinavian Flick to have 4 events to be on a normal temperature condition. Mostly because I have some great news to let you guys know about my channel is officially open to have the ability will go for a community. All kinds of different activities like image, poll, text poll, and video to have some other content videos from the past, present, and the future to be labeled as upcoming. So right now, we're about to be getting closer to have Stage 3 of Dominon Rivals coming soon by next week. It's going to be a final stage before at the end of the series before moving on to take the final round at the end of the season. So get ready. That one might have a very good excellent moment to take on in 2 new Dominon Frozen events, including one of them is going to be on a temporary vehicle to be on loan, was the Lamborghin Murcielago LP640 to be on loan. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, go click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more, and don't forget to click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to go for today's live summit event. Let's begin. Halloween was a very good proud moment out there since I have uploaded 2 videos as a double feature to go for the color and black and white to have the same effect and different perspective, along with the other 2 content videos that I've been doing with some activities until moving on in this week's challenge. Right now, 1 car available in the bundle event to have a 20% discount by under 10 million bucks. $999,599, and that means 1 hypercar for the recommend will be participate to have one of the 3 events will go underway to have different categories to be on the touring car and street race discipline like the KTM Expo GT4 and Mercedes-Benz SOS AMG C197. But 1 hypercar is going to be added up to have a Ferrari 488 Pista 2018. A road car version to the GTE model to the same car, which is Italian for track, was unveiled at the 2018 Geneva Auto Show in Switzerland. Under the hood, the Ferrari 488 Pista comes equipped with a 3.9-liter twin turbocharged V8 engine capable of developing 710 horsepower at 8,000 revolutions per minute. But it turns out to have a top speed is 211 miles per hour and 720 horsepower to have a different feature to this spec. Looks so beautiful and much more fine version to have a real car version to have the same car with a different racing category to be present in the game. Also to be part as the Hot Shots update in April 24, 2019 to be added as a post-launch content update. Alright, so 1 hypercar to have a Ferrari will be part of it to be coming up to be on the main list. Customized and go well equipped to have a Nitro Chemist will go light velocity to have 1 Italian hypercar to face up and go for the normal condition along with the other 2 events to be on the no restriction. Demons Unleashed was a 3rd ever Halloween summon. It's going to be a very good moment out there to have some trick skills and treats to have 4 rewards to have some more followers, exterior parts, 1 car, and a rooftop vanity to have a Halloween pumpkin turns out to become fine platinum to be climbing up to go exactly in around top 11,000. currently marked on 2,133rd place and 1,211,803 points is very good to be much more exactly, and proceed on to the 7th week by having a 4th part of the challenge to get 20,000 followers after having some short time on farming work. So, I guess more treats and extras on Frozen Peaks to have the next 4 rewards at the end of October before moving on in November. But there is also to have a blue window tint common for new players ever since expert ones have already got it. Nitro Chemist for the touring car discipline, spare park, and followers to be on the fame pack as usual. So right now, we go down to have a lineup along with some 2 new Dominon Frozen events will be on the way. First up, Pikes Peak for aerobatics will be flying in to be on the mountains. Second, Speed Trap to be located at the Magnificent Mile, and the Giants will be on the track. Third times to be planned, and gonna have to go flying around by having a to-do list. We'll have to do some figures to go match around. Here I come and proceed onto the checkpoint to go way up in the sky. Alright, there you go. Take that checkpoint clear. Go extreme mode to be much more fine calculation. Safe and clear match. Okay, closing up. Gonna have to follow through. Fly around onto every satellite. We'll have to go below. There you go. Perfect as a piece of cake. Final stretch I go. Soar in and finish line complete to have 22,519 points. Good job for having a score breaker to be flying around in the Pilotus PC21. New record, as always, to be exactly around in 150,000 points with 65 points as well. Next up, Speed Trap to go for Magnificent Mile for the drag race discipline. We'll have to set up and go for the long straight. Alright folks, let's get ready to go on to have a same starting position after having one pedestrian will be crossing the street. Holding in and have a good nitrogen speed at the go. Kick up the nitro and here it comes. Oh yeah, 368.8 miles per hour. Excellent work, and jumping in by skipping a part of a clip, we'll have to proceed on to the next skill. 117,919 points. Very excellent, and average to be 100% complete. Let's go to take on skill number 3 for a slalom at the Giants racetrack, located in the West Coast near at San Francisco. Rolling start, here I go. Slalom around the gates, we'll have to go electrifying to be slow in, fast out, and go proceed on to the finish line. There you go. Main objective complete. Keep kneeling in. Slalom around onto the next turn by the corner. Gently, and gonna have to go for a recovery. That's more like it. New record, same score point, and there you go. 22,748 points is now checked and complete by having 3 skills. It is going to be exactly and complete. 154,872 points is now on the new record attempt. Good job. Now it's time to get ready to go for having 4 events, plus 2 of them are now featured for having a most finest lineup. We'll have to go for the starting grid to be on the touring car discipline by using the KTM Expo GT4 at stage 4 of US Speed Tour East Edition. I'm so very glad to have a cold temperature is about to go normal as usual, like Scandinavian Flick and Frozen Sim like last time, ever since we have participated for every ordinary normal condition event. For the start of the next clip, we'll have to turn this segment around by having a challenge to be participate in the first event. I have been equipped to have ice type penalty on a 2016 KTM Expo GT4. Is now packed up to have an ice tire, 2 types of ice vortex to be on the underglow and nitro, plus a window tint to be on the snowing tint. Even to have a blizzard smoke, we'll have to go epic and have a temperature to beat the heat. So let's go and get ready for having a time attack to start out from Dallas to be on Santa Fe at the finish line in about 5 seconds. We'll go for the green. I really bet every weather themed condition is going to be turns out to be normal, so we'll have to find out and see. And this time, Ghost Car will be set to be featured.
Number 4 of the U.S. Speed Tour East, Dallas, Texas to Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Here I come and go for the inside apex. We'll do a perfect time to beat the rush. Time to go ice velocity. We'll have to speed things up a bit. Checkpoint clear. Now coming in to have a patient standby to be on the nitro. We'll have to be well outfitted to be on the chemist. 2 times amount and be patient to have a quick percentage. We'll have to go up in about 100. Checkpoint clear. 1 second behind the gap. Next turn incoming, going quickly and faster until the full capacity is ready to use. That's the ticket. Now gonna have to keep an eye out for only 2 or 3 seconds by interruption. It'll have to take time and gonna have to go proceed forward to be on the next lap summit after this. Checkpoint clear. Now going for the right turn. 1.6 seconds is now going exactly. We'll have to stay defense. There goes 50% on the nitrous. Gonna have to wait until 100. We'll be ready to go again. 150 marker board incoming. Time to slow down and go downhill onto the main speed to be followed onto the main route. There we go. Almost there before I proceed onto the sharp turn on the way. Close call and perfect recovery. We'll have to take that directional turn to be doing more practice. So you see folks, almost there to be at 2 seconds onto the range of the gap by having a ghost card I just recently made for the first attempt. But still might have to take a whole lot of faster hard work to go clean racing, follow the apex, and do some several braking points will go quicker and much more struggle to be on the main follow elevation to be on the main route. Practice as always ever since we have participated in stage 4 of US Speed Tour East Edition. But here it comes. My ghost car is about to get a little bit close in about a few more seconds to go. Time to kick back and go for 2 seconds to increase the defense. There we go. That's more like it. And gonna have to slow down quickly. Almost there after passing the halfway mark. Going up and get closer. We'll proceed on to the mountain states after exit to be on the Midwest. New Mexico, here I come and move forward to be at the finish line in Santa Fe. There we go. Perfect to be going exactly half the strategy. We'll do as planned. Another checkpoint clear. Press on to be at the next turn to be on the main corner. Time to go uphill climbing and stay on track. That's more like it. Keep up the cold temperature and stay on the uphill turns. But better watch yourself. All you might need to do is gonna have to do a moderation to go maintain the pace. Coming out from the road and enter to be on the Avenue Street, we'll go for the final stretch. But it's not over yet. It all comes down to this.
Now they are
One
nearly
last
in
stretch
Santa Fe,
and go for the
ready
finish
to
line
navigate its
to have a
crooked
new
streets
record and
between
new point by the
Pueblo-style
update.
adobe houses.
4
Have
minutes,
fun.
28.808 seconds is now achievable, and a new record is solid fine cold. There you go. 121,987 points has been updated after having a second attempt is going to be clear and check mark complete. Good thing that Ice Vanity will have to cool things around to go for the hot temperature, but in the meantime, because the fall season we might have to take a few days before entering in November until December will come before the winter season will be arrived. Speaking of winter, Dominion Forsberg number 2 is about to have a temperature will go down to have a nice solid winter condition by using the Mercedes-Benz SOS AMG C197 is now ready to go to be as a mixed event. But I tried out once ever since you have got it from the previous live summon as a reward. So per level to be at 280 to have 980 horsepower, top speed 226 miles per hour, handling is going semi-expert. But good thing the cover of the vehicle is going to be quite very good to take on in Frozen Peaks for this part of the live summon, folks. So here I go. This time, no slippery surface, just to have snow only, and about having one event to be categorized to be as a mix.
Go for it. It's now or never.
So here I come. Let's enter to the snowy track with no slippery conditions. Earlier at the start of Dominion Frozen, after Forsberg has complete at the end of the first episode in the 6th season. Luckily, different track layouts on 5 Motorsport Park is going to be very brand new to be part onto Frozen to see how new challenges, new skills on 4 types of discipline is going to be very so slippery and go for the slippery edge. We'll have to go for the Frozen face-off. Especially for only one condition to participate in number 2 of Dominion Forsberg when using the SOS AMG turns out to become great and drive in a snow condition rather than driving on the icy road. But good thing that this weather condition turns out to become very safe and beat the winter is going to have to go fired up and rev up onto the limit. So the first lap clear, press on in number 2. But of course, because the racing strategy when you participate in the mixed event will go fired up to go up in about 100,000 points. But only in this car, by driving the SOS AMG Type C197 is going to be very good, excellent FR's German sports car to be drivable since Gran Turismo 5 and onwards onto Gran Turismo 7. So now let's kick it up and go enter to be exit onto the tunnel. Press on to be at the hairpin to go wide open. Sharp turns and find a good strategy to be on the apex. There you go. Another checkpoint clear. Keep it up. Almost there to be on the S turns to be at the final corner before entered in lap number 3 as the final lap. Go for the icy nitro. Here I come and stay driving to be on the clean snow road. Okay. Too far, too early to get in onto the inside apex. The handling should probably might have to do some steady work. There you go. Perfect as planned. Just stay steady and keep up the moderation. Excellent work. Almost there. Halfway mark onto the 3rd lap. Take that tight turns and go master the Dominion for the SOS AMG.
Don't spin out now. You're doing great.
Here comes the final turn. Finish line is just right up ahead. cold as ice. 3 minutes 18.796 seconds is now clear for only one attempt. But good news is 121,613 points plus 7 part of a legendary boot bundle has now earned to be achievable to be collecting for only one street race discipline. Now it also comes in to have some followers and loot parts to be categorized to have one street race discipline, but in the meantime, another loot part to have a bundle to have a touring car discipline will be waiting for us to have a next event, or optionally to take the first one will go answer. Now for car number 3 by the restriction, the Ferrari 488 Pista will be taking on to go down into the south of the highway. After Hypercar, moving on to be at the Alpha Grand Prix discipline will go on to be at the track. After having Alpha Grand Prix, 2 Dominon Frozen for the street race and touring car discipline will be waiting for us, including the Lamborghini Murcielago will be calling in to be as a temporary vehicle. But here it comes. All vanities are now equipped and go for the Italian tire on the 488 Pista 2018 to have a PERT level in 320, 857 horsepower and a top speed 279 miles per hour to go for the semi-expert at the handling. Now let's go and grab your favorite Ferrari 488, and this time faster and go light velocity. We'll take the rush to see how the speed will go for having a normal condition. 3 seconds, here I come, and go for the daytime. We'll have to be faster to be in the highway road.
I'll stop talking so you can start driving.
Let's kick it up and go for the lead. Alright, looks like the driving style is going to be very good to be on the first time to be on board in the 488. Just like the 458 Italia and other versions to be updated from 2009 and onwards before the 488 is now being made in 2018. But looks so very good to have a nice engine is going to be quite very packed up to have a mid-engine layout, just like all the other Ferrari cars to be made in the 70s. But on the inside on the 488 Pista before I proceed on to the next checkpoint. Looks so beautiful and very high performance luxury style to be as always, along with some other previous Ferrari sports cars. But it turns out to become great and much more decent to have this good performance when install a legendary loop part to be going maximum to be at the high speed. Gonna have to go in and take the left side of the highway with no traffic to be clear. Come on, gonna have to keep much more exactly to be on the maintain pace. Ever since you have the 488 GT3 version is going to be becoming a touring car discipline, but this one is a hypercar discipline to be driving on the open road, and highways will be eligible when playing in a Crew 2. But there is also to have other racing games, including this one is going to be becoming very more popular and well drivable to be racing on the track. But I bet it does, because the 488 Pista is a very good, excellent successor to the 458 Italia. So awesome and very rad, and all kinds of different features to have this nice, stylish interior view for the first time ever whenever I have to drive this vehicle to be in the Crew 2. So let's kick it up and proceed on to the next turn by the checkpoint. There's one right now. Going in, pass by at the entrance to be on the racetrack. Okay, looks like that was too quick, but quick braking whenever it might have to be steady and well careful. That's how mastering the Ferrari 488 Pista is going to be a very good brand new version to be made in the 2010s. So let's get in there and take that next turn to be coming in slowly. Pass by in, and go directly onto the next turn to go down onto the hill. Checkpoint clear, racing around to be on the south and enter to be on the west coast region. So far so good. Gonna have to be much more decent careful whenever it comes on to the late braking incoming. Entered in Mojave Desert. Keep driving in. And then entered at the Salton Sea. We'll have to go straight directly. We'll have to go forward to be exactly in about 300 miles per hour. Now it's currently to be at 200 per hour. Go for the final stretch, and here it comes. 4 minutes, 2.566 seconds is now checked and complete by having a motor stars earned to be well received after reaching up onto tier number 50. But there goes 106,547 points to be on the first attempt record. Very good, and race well done for trying out with a 488 Pista is well beautiful to be made in Ferrari. Next up, Alpha Grand Prix event will go on to be at Stage 7 of the US Speed Tour West Edition from Los Angeles to San Francisco, California. But we know the drill, you guys. Choose any Alpha Grand Prix race car whenever you like to pick. So I could probably have to go for it and be a good proud Californian to have a good excellent recommend pick to go for the KTM Expo R Alpha Grand Prix Edition ever since from the GT4 version in Stage 4 of the US Speed Tour East Edition. But not to mention about the creators, you see it design X American Petrol as a different kind of a Halloween style from last week. But good thing that Halloween is a very good excellent celebration before at the end of the month by having a record today and upload by tomorrow. Now let's go and get ready to roll it out. Starting grid will have to be on the highway to leave onto LA and go enter to be on the road to be at San Francisco. Let's turn on the electric volume and beat the main time in 6 minutes 15
Who will
seconds.
win stage number 7 of US Speed Tour West in sunny California, racing from LA to San Francisco.
Okay, same strategy as before ever since earlier when participate in a tour with Alexis. Gonna have to go with Freeway Rally to go by the opposite ever since playing Midnight Club 2 by racing up against Maria. But you guys might remember Maria when driving this different kind of a Honda Integra. Well, exactly that this might have to be doing exactly to do a short reference. Well, maybe at least to be part of it. So let's go in there and take the runabout. Perfect track layout and perfect well placed on the barrier. There we go. Take that turn to slow down. Keep it much more electrifying. Go for the shockwave impact. Will have to be much more rev up onto the speed. It sure does have this vanity. Will might give me a strength potential. Will have to become very powerful for only one Alpha Grand Prix racer. Another checkpoint clear. Stay on track. Now enter to be on the roads to be having a slight view out there to be at Pacific Ocean. Drive carefully and go exercise caution. Santa Barbara is now on the way. Pass by and go enter to be proceed onto the Central Coast in California. Alright, there you go. Just like that, and do a good proper Alpha Grand Prix race event to do the simple way and different opposite like doing the part in the delivery. Okay, there goes the contact. Stay right in. Checkpoint clear. Almost there to be passed by in the halfway mark in about 53% in the progression. There it is right now. go for early and press on to have the next turn to be going carefully. Come on. Give that electric shockwave for my KTM Expo R UDRS in Sportec. Doing great. 31 seconds to be on the main gap, average and ordinary. Keep up the press. Another checkpoint clear, and gonna have to go clean distance to be exactly to be on the link elevation. We'll have to get things through. S turns are in the clear. Double times the checkpoint. Whoa, Nelly. Full nitro at 100%. Come on, keep coming. I almost there to be at San Francisco in about 83% in the progression to be marked in. That's more like it. Go follow through. Arriving in San Francisco. 1 minute ahead and 1 minute from behind from the ghost car. There goes the checkpoint clear. Take that next turn to go directly. Keep it up and go forward to be at the final stretch. This is
Next
it.
up, San Francisco on the Bay. Watch the contestants pass the Golden Gate and leave their mark. Hopefully, not ending up in Alcatraz.
4 minutes, 54 seconds by the decimal. Might be going great to have 277 is now on the new record. 111,403 points is good to go and check complete by having a first attempt. 4 events down, 2 more to go, and we're about to be ready to enter onto number 8 and number 9 of Dominon Frozen by climbing up onto 8,672nd place in the Platinum. So here comes the Lamborghin Murcielago. We'll have to take on in number 8 by having a forced vehicle. Will go by a double performance. Just give me 1 second and have a towel to go wiping up onto my tears. But I'm not crying, you guys. I'm just getting a little bit sweating up and gonna have to keep a good temperature to go maintain. Alright, so it turns out to have a red Murcielago by default to be at 208 per level, 631 horsepower, and top speed 213 miles per hour to go semi-expert. All-wheel drive will have to take on in the slippery icy road to be at the Black Rip Motorsport Park. Different layout and much more exactly to have a similarity will go by the difference to have this different track. So let's give it a go and take on 3 seconds by having a starting grid. We'll go for the 3-lap time attack. Drive careful and keep a good all-wheel drive balance just like racing in the rally car.
Hey, careful entering the forest. It's a double apex turn. I know you can make it through in one single drift.
Watch yourself, you guys. Whenever you might see a double apex, this is going to be a very tough time to make a turn whenever you're going to have to drive carefully to avoid having late precision by the brake. So let's keep it go and stay on the downhill elevation by passing the checkpoints. Very good and solid fine performance. So first was the Koenigsegg 1-1 at Eagle Falls, second Ferrari F12 Berline Enta at the Five Kings Casino Park. Now it's the Lamborghini Murcielago's turn to take on in Black Rip Motorsport Park. Combination to have 3 European cars in no fully upgraded performance. just to have stock performance at least, but it'll have to do great and well tested to see how it goes. First lap clear, moving on in number 2. Just like drifting, always about gonna have to find a perfect line to stay steady without losing amount of grip. Going down onto the same turn, checkpoint pass and clear. Okay, almost so close enough. Gonna have to kick it up. Inside the apex, that's how what we want to do. Focus and do a good, well, solid driftable car to be fine achievable with no drift discipline. Now coming in onto the double apex before the final turn. Lap number 2 clear, will go for the end, and here comes the third lap. Excellent. This track is going to be so very brilliant and well remarkable to have one Lamborghini to be featured in this week's live summit. Good thing the perfect time at the end of Halloween. Moving on in November by having an upload today. We'll have to do this momentarily to have this part of the challenge. Is going to be coming very great and solid winter cold breeze. Come on, keep it up and keep it go. Well, I can't wait to have number 9 after this.
Now that's driving. The crowd is yours.
Here comes the finish line. I take it and solid ice clear, baby. 3 minutes, 6.454 seconds is a pure driving complete for having one Lamborghini is going to be coming. Well, at least to have much more solid fine work. But I have to go again for attempt number 2. Just to be in case to have a follow-up catch-up, we'll have to go for round 2. So what do you think, you guys? Should I have to go for it? Yeah, I could probably live with that. That we might have another rematch. We'll have to take that good chance to go up in about 100,000 points. So let's drive careful and do the same thing to have a different perspective.
Hey, careful entering the forest. It's a double apex turn. I know you can make it through in one single drift.
Now I have to be focused on my ghost car. Just like racing in Gran Turismo 7. There we go. Just gonna have to do like this, and I'll be on my way. But in the meantime, you might have to master this turn when you're going the inside. That's how the perfect way will have to increase your improvement to have a perfect advantage to get up onto the 100,000 point by having a new record attempt. Practice makes perfect to drive on the icy track to have different layouts and different locations around in America. Only for one of the 5 new tracks to be part of the latest update of Dominon Frozen and Frozen as well. First lap clear. Going in. Take lap number 2 to go down onto the first turn again. There we go. Drifting to be on the icy track. Just to have nitrous refill, just to be in case. There you go, that's the ticket. Now coming in to take the checkpoint. Halfway there, folks. Almost there at the end of the second lap. Number 2 lap clear. Press on in the final lap. Beat the ice and go for the cold temperature, we'll have to give a good, excellent hygiene to keep our minds off. So let's kick it up and go downhill before going back up. Checkpoint clear by 3.5 seconds. Almost there. Gonna have to keep things up a bit. Have that active wing side spoiler will have to be popped up just to be in case of going up onto the high speed.
Wow, what a driver! Keep up the good work!
Yes indeed. Looks like the crowd goes on the wild. 3 minutes, 1.343 seconds is now having a new record attempt in number 2 attempt. Good job, and 118,442 points. Solid ice performance, and good job to have number 8 to be cleared. Now that's how real car can dominate to have a good solid flying performance without any necessary mistakes to be made. But clearly to have late braking is always meant to be very more important. So now updated to have 6,509 plays to be at 1,02,852 points. We'll have to take one last final event, and a bonus we'll have to go for having a combo to be at 1.2 million. The stakes are always meant to become very higher, you guys. This is it. The final track and different track layout to be at Black Rip Motorsport Park. Choose any touring car discipline, we'll go by the recommend pick. Any kinds of upgradable parts with affixes. So I bet I should rather might have to go for the Koenigsegg CCGT 2007 is now gonna be ready to be on a ski track. So let's go and have a hypercar track version. We'll have to be on the grid start to see how it feels. Just to be planned, and go for having a daytime winter condition to go smoothly, and have a drip cam we'll have to set on recording. Let's go.
Yo, after each straight line, don't be afraid of hitting the brakes, unless you want to spin out.
So be very careful, you guys. This track layout is very slippery and challenging. So you might have to go early braking to be planned to have a most finest strategy to go on the inside apex job. Just to be planned, and gonna have to go smoothly by deaccelerate to slow down. Just like this, to have a ski underglow, we'll have to do a perfect escampo by the trick. Checkpoint clear, slow down and be steady and precise. Here comes the uphill. Gonna have to go for it. Early brake, here I come. Yeah, looks like one touring car did a good solid fine drifting. Much more brilliant, and have a good elevation to be on the layout. I'm still very good at this on this track, you guys. Very challenging, and go for having a confident competition. That's more like it. Go brilliant, and gonna have to do the same tactics. Slow in, fast out, beat the icy terrain. Another one clear. Going for the hillside right turn. That's very good. 15 seconds behind the gap. That's the ticket. Now here comes the S-turns to go up the hill for the elevation. Slide around, drive carefully, just like you're drifting to be on the course. Very nice. Press on and go for the final lap. But I can't wait to go on to be at stage 3 of Dominon Rivals. We'll have to take on with Clarence Bishop the Third after this, you guys. It's going to be becoming very good and much more fine element street racing, and then going in to be on the pro track. But I can't wait to have a favorite part of the live summon we'll take on for having a most finest fierce competition ever since we have all kinds of pro racing vehicles to be now able to be at the recommendation. But it's not over yet. This event we might have to take 100% chance to see how it turns out to go up to have a new record attempt. Gonna have to do this, slide around by having the same thing again. Hold that nitro, keep at it.
You're a great driver. Keep this up and you'll have the best time.
And there you go. New record, 3 minutes, 48.643 seconds is now checked and complete. Let's see the outcome. Well, turns out to be at least. Maybe that should be quite it for now, but one follow-up catch-up is going to be quite very marked to be as a reminder. But good job, folks. Very good job to be double up and go nearly there to be at 1,184,511 points before at the end of this week's event. In about 22 hours left before Frozen Peaks is over. But it was a lot of fun to have 3 winter conditions and 2 normal for having a most finest weather condition to be on a bright and sunny day. 3 skills to be on aerobatics, speed trap, and slalom as well to be going in, and plan to have a figures, speeding up, and slide around on the gates to be going in by having a side-by-side formation. But good job, you guys. Very good job, and I have made it on time before enter to be on stage 3 of Dominon Rivals as the final series of this event. For rewards, including the Aston Martin, the Duke is now coming in to be part of it to have the next reward set to be on the Platinum. A new addition to the Vulcan is going to be very great and much more fine similarity, just like the original, as it may ever be Clarence Bishop the Third as a rival event. Let's have a good look, and we have some very good, excellent pro racing discipline to go on to be at Touring Car, Alpha Grand Prix, and Air Race discipline. All events are now categorized to be highlighted to be in the light blue. Challenge accept, and I can't wait to be ready to wrap this up before at the next video before moving on to be scheduled on November 9th through the 16th at the final event at the end of the season is Ice Crown. A Cyan Spangled Nitro to be listed as a rare vanity, but I can't wait to have a different kind of a blue color. It's going to be so very cool to be chill. I have to be on the preparation on Powerboat, Touring Car, Air Race, and Alpha Grand Prix discipline before the next event. Thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like Dominon Art, Twitter, Instagram, GT Planet, and more for my own image artwork like UDRS livery, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on the live summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.